1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed.
Hi, I'm Jenny,
And I'm Jill.
and welcome to Fluffy Mother Fluffer, where we're taking life seriously, one laugh at a time.
Since season 1 is all about relationships, today we're going to talk about the fluffy world of the pickup artist and their lines that they offer, which may be much deeper than we think. Then we'll interview a self-proclaimed world-renowned pickup artist who may or may not have seen one or more of us naked. We'll wrap it up with a game of Is This Seat Taken?, where Jenny and I will try out our pickup lines on the expert himself.
Whoop, whoop.
It's going to be fun today.
It is going to be fun.
Valentine's Day is coming. Do you guys do Valentine's Day?
Even before we had kids, it's too busy.
Yeah.
There's just, so we don't really, I usually will cook dinner.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get me flowers.
Mm-hmm. I have flowers. Did you see them?
I did. Those are beautiful tulips.
Those are apology flowers.
Oh.
I don't think he knows what he did wrong, but he knew he had to apologize. I think the best thing I ever got for Valentine's Day was when we weren't married yet. Captain Hot Pants left me a card, and it said on the inside the sweetest thing ever.
Oh.
Thanks for giving me a reason other than pooping to rush home every day.
Yeah, that sounds like Captain Hot Pants.
I'm like, oh, that was so sentimental.
Our very first Valentine's Day, we were doing the long distance thing because he was still in the military. He contacted my work and got me time off work.
Ooh.
Contacted my friends without me knowing. And he put this whole thing together and he flew in. He surprised me. He got the day off work for me so I didn't have to go in. It could just be the two of us. I don't know what happened to that guy, but he used to be pretty sweet.
So who's with us today? You get to introduce this one.
Today we have Jesse, and Jesse is my husband.
It's cool that we have Jesse in today because our logo, if you notice, we made just the other red of the Fluffy Mother Fluffer because we didn't want to cater this just to the mother population. Yes, we are moms, but we want this to be for everyone.
Right.
So the mother reads other for a reason because we're not excluding any of you that are not moms.
Right.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about 3 different types of pickup artists and if they're deeper than we think.
The answer is yes already.
Just wait till you hear it. I have been out of the dating world a long time. If I entered when I was 16 or 17, I would say most of the time I didn't even spend a lot of time in it anyway because I wasn't single very often. I wasn't a single mingle. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I don't have a lot of experience.
So you're saying that you were in more serious relationships when you were in relationships?
Yeah, I had long-term relationships. But I sort of wish like in my 20s, I would have like shaved my head and like joined a cult or like followed a band, lived in a van down by the river. I wish I would have done something. I wish I'd have been single more.
I think if you would have done any of those things, you would have definitely been single.
Still, yeah. The whole not shaving thing, and I don't know. What about shaved head? I don't know. No. No one's saying anything, so I'm guessing that's not true.
Do you remember Demi Moore?
In G.I. Jane?
Yeah. You could probably pull it off because you kind of have that same
I need
vibe
the
going
muscles. Anyway, so I have never had a cheesy pickup line tried out on me.
on. Seriously?
Not one time.
I know your husband.
No.
I find this very hard
Okay.
to believe.
He is a cheesy pickup
I will
line.
tell you what type of pickup artist he is, and it's not the cheesy type. So no one's ever asked me if I fell from heaven or tell me that I didn't need keys to drive them crazy. Maybe I'm unapproachable when I'm out there doing the sprinkler on the dance floor. Maybe that's the case. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe the fact I wasn't single means I have fallen for the pickup artist. And the artist is more in-depth than we think. So what's a pickup line? If you ask Urban Dictionary, which is where I get all of my scholarly research, they say that a pickup line is a line that a man uses on a woman and the woman feels bad for him after he says it.
It's actually very true. I've had lots of those.
That's a stereotypical pickup
That's what
line.
I was like, no, I think we can easily take out a heterosexual and a gender thing. Like, I think it's just a line that anybody uses. Or is it?
I was going to talk about a whole philosophy for actually using them and not as like a creepy, I just
Okay.
want to get in your pants kind of way.
You saved that. because I think you're going to fit into one of these categories then. Totally. So here, I think is where intent comes and the pickup lines get blurred. This is where you get to laugh for a little bit. They're not always cheesy lines. You're something perverse that makes your skin crawl a little bit. No one likes that Carl, by the way. Carl. I don't know. I just made that name up. I don't really know any Carls. Sounds creepy, though.
Yeah, I've never had a Carl on me, so
Jenny doesn't say anything. We'll move on. I see a pickup line as the artists who use them in 3 varying lights. There's the spring flinger, the sexy timer, and the baiter. Baiter, no master. Baiter.
I mean, if you're really good at it.
Well, I know which category you fall into already then.
Okay, we'll see. So the spring flinger, they came to show you they have a sense of humor, or just even get the awkward first hello out of the way when meeting someone. Their line might even make them seem vulnerable, which is something that in our society gives the man a one-up, possibly. Mm-hmm. So a guy using a cheesy pickup line might perhaps be signaling, hey, I have feelings and shit, and I can let my guard down. You should hang out with me. So they might use a line like, is this the bus stop? Because I'm here to pick you up. That's pretty good.
It's funny.
It's cute. It's creative. But unless you're like terrified of public transportation or like super in love with it for some reason, it's not going to elicit like a big response. It's not an I'm saying I want to marry you or I want to sleep with you. It leaves it open to kind of like a choose your own adventure situation. So it's more like a choice C. You might get eaten by the dragon at the end, but you still get ice cream on the way. I'm pretty sure that's how those books went, right?
I don't get that reference, but I want some.
Have you ever read a choose your own adventure book? I always died. Whatever. It's a book problem, not mine.
I feel like for the most part in those type of situations, it would have been just like a nervous laugh and then just hoping that they would go away.
Yeah. Either you hope they go away or you're like, okay, they're kind of cute. Let's see where this goes. But it's not like a serious thing right away. Like there's no personal investment. Unlike their friend, the sexy timer, there's no guessing what this individual is looking for when they deliver their line. In fact, when I looked up some of these lines, once I hit Oreos and the Titanic, I'm like, mm-mm.
Oh, I might need to hear those.
Like, I think I'm kind of done. But I think there are some of us out there who like this directness, right? If you're going to the club or you're going out to a bar in Wisconsin, because we don't have clubs, if you're going to a bar and you're looking to meet up with someone and hook up, and someone comes up to you and says something super perverse, you're like, this guy's down or this girl's down. All right, here we go. Like the intention is there.
Right. You're just direct.
Yes. And I also think it is a very confident soul that would come up to you and say something like that. But I would love to see someone who is the sexy timer pickup artist and just goes out and gives these like perverse lines to women. I want to see what happens. Like, bring me along if
That
that's
is
you.
a part of what I was going to talk about. That is a part of what I used to use. There's a faction or a section of what I was doing that's
How much am I going to hate you after this?
creepy.
This is why you do those things. So we've got the spring flinger, just a cute, maybe like one time thing, maybe more. And then the one and done artist, like, I am here to bang. This is it. And then we have the baiter. So this person puts a bit more creativity into their pickup line. They don't just Google it, nor do they just throw it out to the crowd hoping it sticks on anyone, that anyone will love them. No, they put their rods out in certain waters looking for the prize bass. Perhaps
Why the fishing reference?
it's the baiter. I'm getting there. Perhaps it's someone they had their eye on all night or even met casually at another point. But in any regard, they are working up the courage to talk to them because they seriously want to be in that person's life. So they've waded the sea of fish. They have found the one they want to mount. As in taxidermy. Don't be weird. And are ready to reel them in. So many fish puns. So many fish puns. So how is this one different? Well, maybe they know you study chemistry and they come at you with, do you have 11 protons? Because you're so damn fine. I still think that's funny and I don't even know chemistry. They want you to know that they're interested in you as a relationship partner and they've invested time. Or it might not sound like a pickup line at all. They might just show general interest in you. Maybe they come up and ask you something about what you're wearing, or perhaps they see you singing along to the words of a song and they ask you if you've ever seen that band.
So they're a little bit more of a creeper.
They might be a creeper, but with good intentions. They're not the sexy timer where they're like just looking to get in your pants. And they're not the guys that's going to come up and be like, you're cute, want to bang, or like, they're not, they're just there for a short-term commitment and we'll see how it goes. Like, they actually care. So if you're looking for love, or I guess a stalker from Jenny's perspective, in a pickup line, look for the hidden pickup line. Someone who isn't looking to immediately get in your pants or downplay your value by focusing just on your physical attributes, no matter how adorable the "excuse me, but does that smile come with kisses" line is. That's cute, isn't it?
That is cute.
It's cute. Now imagine like Jason Momoa or Ryan Gosling. I'm saying it quieter, like Jesse's not going to hear me if I just say it quieter into the mic, even though he's got headphones on.
I'm sitting right here.
or Jesse's saying it to you. Cool thing is, no matter the pickup line, you get to decide what you do with it.
This is true.
You can decide if you're into the spring flinger. You can decide if you're into the sexy timer, or you might decide that you really like the baiter. Who knows?
I don't like those terms at all.
Well, don't worry. I'll put it.
Because you fit into some of them? Is that why?
Well,
So as an old married woman with a bad hip, I'm going to leave you with a tip for the dating world. And here we go. I'm going to do it in my old lady voice. Enjoy the shit out of life. Don't look at me like that when I'm trying to be serious. I play canasta on the weekends. I love crocheting. This is serious shit. Take advantage of finding out what values you seek in a partner, what you expect in someone you'd spend your life with. Don't fall for the first person to tell you they think your pants are a mirror because they see themselves in them. You are a badass who can choose to stay and see where the mirror relationship goes, or find someone who accepts that your pants are sweatpants just like every day of the week. YOLO, you little hippies. YOLO. I like hippies. I just figured my grandma might not. And that's it. Figure out which pickup lines you like and have at them.
Depends on what kind of mood you're in, I think.
Yeah, or just be the pickup artist yourself. Why not?
Yeah.
yep.
Grandma says YOLO. Grandma also needs to stop smoking menthols. Apparently.
Get out of here, creeper.
Yeah, the creeper.
The creeper. So Jesse is, this is Jenny, and Jesse is my husband. When he heard that we were doing a little segment on pickup lines, he very politely asked that he be interviewed for this because he felt he had some wisdom to share with us.
I don't know that I would call it asking.
Yeah.
Did you know there were multiple items that showed up at my home begging for this segment?
What?
I'm just kidding. They still could, though.
So Jess, what exactly is it that you were hoping to talk to us about?
Because I spent quite a bit of time single and trying to meet women, I guess, in my early 20s, mid 20s.
Choose your words.
Did you-
I know, that's why.
You started in
I
your 20s?
was in my 20s for most of my 20s, and I spent a lot of time trying to meet people. And so I came up with a philosophy that I thought was clever. I still think it's clever, and I haven't used it in, more than, how long we've been married? We've been together?
Look over here. I'm not going to tell you the answer, but it's...
12, 11?
Oh, I flashed it too quick. Hold on.
So I spent a lot of time thinking about it and putting together something, and that swear I'm not super creepy. I also do not consider myself an expert for wherever that was written in the intros.
Trust me, I did not write that.
No.
Jill wrote that.
Yeah, no, I read this someplace. World-renowned, self-proclaimed. I swear it's written out in the world someplace.
Maybe world renowned, but probably the first time anybody's going to hear it. So I originally developed it because I had friends that we would go out and try to, meet girls or whatever. And my friends were much less confident. Maybe I shouldn't have been as confident as I was, but I was the one who had the confidence to come up with this kind of thing and actually go try it. And so I tried to change it for my friends who were much less confident so that they had something they could actually use. And so that it was not as creepy as most of what you actually taught. It's a sort of semi-serious concept. And that's something that you can what is a pickup line used for? Should be used for just to break the ice. That's the whole goal. If you're looking up pickup lines right now because you think they're going to get you straight up laid, that's not going to work for you, right? Your pickup lines are not going to work.
I don't know.
Unless there is the right magical combination of words somewhere, then that is not what I'm peddling right now. To me, it's to break the ice, right? And it can go farther than that, right? So you start a conversation to literally break the ice, and it should be something that's not just going to, hey, I got this funny little one-liner. You both laugh, and then you stare at each other with nothing else to talk about, right? It should start an actual conversation.
Right.
What I did was came up with a system to bring them up. You have to memorize 3 pickup lines, and you can kind of pick whatever
Does your
you want.
system have a name? Like, is this called
no.
the Jesse just? I don't know.
It's definitely not.
God, I'm drawing a
Definitely
blank.
not Carl, by the way. If we're gonna
The Magic Carl system.
if you're gonna label Carl as the creepy one, I was thinking about this earlier while you were talking. If you don't know who the Carl is in your group, I think that means it's you.
He doesn't use the lines. He just uses his pelvic thrust.
Nope. So my whole theory was based off of 3 pickup lines. You go up to someone and you ask them, "What would you prefer?" Or we use this a lot of times because there's a couple of us, and you'd say, "My buddy and I are trying to settle a bet, or we're trying to discuss do pickup lines work." So then I would ask the person that I'm talking to, I have 3 pickup lines. I have a clean one, I have a dirty one, and I have a clever one.
Oh, so you put the choice in their hands. This is genius.
Yes, and we don't even need to have any pickup lines. I can talk about what they choose based on that alone.
Quick question.
Which, by the way, is your 3 categories that you just went through.
That's amazing. So I am like, first of all, I am smart. Secondly, did anybody ever choose D? I don't want to hear any of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
and
curious.
You tell them either, well, depending on how drunk you are or how much you wanted to talk to them, you could either completely disregard, or you can say, "Okay, thanks, and see you later."
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I was going to say, if you're kind of deciding ahead of time how you're going to look at these pickup lines, because you either heard the 3 categories that you had before, or you just heard me talk about that line, you have to consider the fact that you're probably going to throw it out the window after about 4 drinks, and then you're going to pick something on the fly.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee most people are not going to consciously think about, well, if I'm going to meet my future husband, maybe I should go dirty. You get that answer more often than not because they want to be fun, or they want, they want you to think they're fun or whatever.
I guess unless you threw that out at like a library or something, maybe people would be in a different mindset.
I can be dirty and quiet.
Oh my God. I'm just, okay, wait. This is all coming together now. Walk up to me in a library and whisper that to me. I have 3 pickup lines.
Less breathy, though.
This guy's trying to murder me.
Come with me.
I have skills.
So if you're going to pick one, I could just start up a conversation about that. And in fact, there have been times where I would bring that up to people and we never got to the pickup lines, or it happened way later after we had lots to talk about, because I just start making assumptions about whatever they pick, right?
That's a really good idea, though. When you put it in their hands, too, they're going to bring up something that they maybe feel confident talking about, or they're going to give you hints as to their interests.
Right. That's the whole point, right? You need to pick up something that you can ask questions about. As a guy trying to keep the conversation going, you have to ask questions. And so you need to have something to ask questions about besides whatever you can see just by looking at them, right? Mm-hmm. So you ask them a question, you get a preference from them, and then you can go from there.
Okay, so your system is you start with that, and then do you go in with the mindset of having an end goal, like based on the person you ask, or you're just throwing this out to whoever looks like somebody you want to talk to?
As guys, you pick out who you want to talk. And it's the same thing with women. You're looking around the bar or whatever. You're trying to pick out who you want to talk to. That part should be decided by the time you decide to approach someone, right? And again, it should be to strike up a conversation, a long-lasting conversation, to see if you want to make further decisions later.
So do you think the system works for women too?
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is to strike up a conversation. So you're going to get the same information from somebody.
This would have been good information last week or Saturday. Could have used this. I just would have tried it on one random person.
It would work. It doesn't matter what women say. It's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they don't, find a married guy or, an actual guy who's not really interested.
I don't know. Have you seen me do the sprinkler? I feel like I can turn people off like a faucet.
If you find a single guy at the bar, it does not matter what you say. It will work.
That brings us to another point, right? Is it easier for women to pick up men? For sure it is, right? I think so. But yeah, you were saying it doesn't matter what a woman says to a guy. If he's single and he is looking to meet somebody, you could just go up and say hi, and he's going to be like, how you doing?
He could be sitting there eyeing up one girl that he's made his decision that's who he's going after, and then gets approached by someone. That's going to go off the rails.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. See, I
Especially
feel like
after a
once
few
I
drinks.
choose, I'd be like, all right, I have to meet my goal. Like it's him or nothing.
No, he's gonna be eyeing up this girl. If he hasn't got off his chair and walked over there already, he's trying to psych himself up for she's gonna shoot me down for this. She's gonna shoot me down for that. If someone approaches him, they're not obviously gonna shoot you down.
I'd be like, now you wrinkles. I'm looking at that guy over there. I know you're not wrinkled, but
Usually women get real mean if they're gonna try to turn you down. Yes, that's been my experience anyway, because they don't want to deal with pushy guys, right? Because guys don't give up. They look you up and down and pick something that they think you're insecure about and point that out so you will walk away.
Okay. Is this a thing?
I guess.
Okay.
I've never been like that. I've always tried to let them down easily.
Well, did you remember when you asked me about the fourth option when I gave them the 3 choices at the beginning?
Yes.
And they decide to just say no.
Okay, so to break down our percentages. A, B, C. So clean, dirty, and what was the last one?
Clever.
Clever. And then D, which is nothing. Break it down.
D is really a low percentage. A lot of times you're not talking to one girl sitting at a bar by herself, right? She's with a group of friends. And so at least one of them is interested enough and wants to hear. And so you kind of have a little bit of an audience. And so they'll go that far. So the fourth option, I've had that happen to me, but not very often.
So like there's a friend there that's like, come on, Barb.
Right.
We all know
Or
that
they just
Jake's
don't
not
want him to
coming
be-
back.
Right. They don't want him to be
Move
mean to
on.
me. But otherwise it's a pretty even split. I mean, the drunker usually goes dirtier, and if they want me to think something about them, they'll go clever or innocent. But I mean, it's pretty innocent. Do you want me to tell you what the pickup lines are?
Yes. Oh,
The
were
dirty
we
one's
not going to
pretty
do that
dirty.
because I want to hear
Yeah,
them?
I
I
can tell
thought
you
that
what
was
they are.
all okay. All right.
She's already rolling her eyes.
Okay.
All right, so pick one.
Let's hear
She
the
takes the easy way out.
yes, the silly cheesy one.
The innocent one is, how much does a polar bear weigh?
Oh, shut up! That's on my. God damn it!
Is that on your list?
Right, yes. Okay, I won't say the answer though, so that Jenny gets to enjoy it.
Oh, I've heard these already.
Oh,
Yeah, she's probably heard all these
You
before.
think we've been married together for like 12 years and I've never heard these things?
I don't know either, but at least it breaks the ice.
Hey, that's enough to break the ice.
And then do you say your name right after? Hey, I'm
Yes.
Jesse.
Hi, my name's Jesse. Yep. And then it kind of kills the conversation. And then you go, so, you didn't want dirty, huh? I don't know. You want to hear the clever one at least?
Yes.
And then I'll leave you alone. All right, we doing clever next?
Do clever.
All right, so this is a magic watch. Have you
Damn
heard
it, that's on my list
Can't
too.
be on your-
Clearly, I was meant to be a dude.
And you can try them. I
I
mean, they'll work.
wasted-
Try them on Ross tonight.
Clearly, it's a good thing you did
That-
not meet Jesse before I did.
That one did work on Captain Hot Pants. I said, my magic watch says you're not wearing underwear. Oh, you are? Must be 15 minutes fast. And he's like,
Oh, I at least gave him an hour. I
Oh.
said it's an hour fast.
oh no.
Where were you planning on? How close to the? Never mind.
I don't know.
All right, what's the dirty one?
Why is it most effective for women to use these 2 fingers to masturbate? Is this on your list too?
No, it's
I'm
not.
Holding up my index and middle finger
Index and middle. Okay, yes. Why?
because they're mine.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty, all right? I didn't say I enjoyed telling it.
That's not that bad though. Better than the Titanic one.
I need to hear the Titanic
What
one.
was it like? Hey baby, I'm like the Titanic. I'm totally gonna go down on you. Okay, that's not that bad.
I was
Now
going
that
to
I
say
say it
that's
out loud.
not that bad.
The Oreo one had cream in it though, and then I was just
Oh.
like, peace. I'm
Yeah.
not reading anymore. All right, Jesse, thanks for sharing your system with us. The next thing we'll do is we will, in the future, have a video that Jesse's going to make for us of Jesse using these lines at a bar. We ready? Let's go.
I didn't agree to this.
Happy hour!
Buy me a couple drinks, maybe.
Special segment time. Whoop, whoop. What's today's special segment called, Jenny?
Is this seat taken?
Let's see. When she says it's all hot, when I say it, it's like, move over, my butt's sweaty or something. So we're going to try pickup lines on Jesse since we have him here. And
Yay.
what should be the prize?
If I win,
No, if we win. Well, one of us is going to win. So we'll try out the lines, and then for every laugh, we get a point, right? Whoever has the most points at the end wins. So what prize do I get?
I don't know. You're probably going to win. You ever try
Next
pickup
time we
lines
go
on your
out,
spouse?
next time we go out, you have to buy me a drink. No. Next time we go out, the loser has to try a pickup line on somebody. No.
I feel like that could get us in trouble.
Okay, so next time we go out, someone has to buy the winner a drink. And announced, all hail the pickup line queen.
Deal.
So to be clear, this is just delivery of lines that you looked
Yes.
up on the internet.
Which you stole 2 of, so now I'm kind of at a disadvantage.
Well, those 2 are my favorites, so you got to head up already.
All right, so
So I have to grade on delivery then, obviously, right?
yes.
All right, ready?
Do I have to get ready?
Yeah, you ready?
All right.
You prepared?
All right.
I'm not actually this tall. I'm just sitting on my wallet.
This is going to have to go up
damn it.
how much
Damn it.
how much I
You
don't
get
cringe.
the point. Okay, Jenny gets a point. He laughed.
Yeah.
Just keep it a mental note.
Have
One.
to describe the face I was making also. It was more of a disgusted face.
Ready? Hey, baby. Are you a factory before labor standards? Because I want to put a bunch of kids in you. Because they had to create labor standards.
I laughed and she had to explain it to me. You're going to walk up to a guy at the bar and go, "Hey, baby."
Going to.
I think the loser needs to do that.
Yeah, accidentally deliver it backwards. I want to put some babies in you. Like factories and stuff.
Hey, is your name Wi-Fi? Because I'm really feeling the connection.
No.
I don't know. Maybe because I know how serious she is normally.
Okay. Ready? My love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in.
No.
Okay,
No.
that one didn't work. All right, you're winning.
So don't tell me if you want me to take you out for dinner. Okay? Just smile for yes and do a backflip for no.
All right, here goes.
What the hell? That one really? Ugh.
I was expecting something, but not the backflip.
You are on the list of things I would do for a Klondike bar. Winky.
So do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again?
That's a little cocky.
You're a nerd. If I would have known. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, you're not a nerd. I just get competitive.
Jenny's delivery has not changed, by the way. It's been
That's the
exactly
thing.
the
She's
same.
got this sexy voice, and I'm just me, and I'm like, hey, you like diarrhea?
Hi.
I have asthma. Okay. Are you a beaver? Because damn. I like that one.
You can about knock me over, too. You
No, I
try
know.
taking a swing at him while you deliver
I
that
tried
one.
to back up, but I was too excited to deliver the line.
If I was an endoplasmic reticulum, how would you want me? Smooth or rough?
I don't even get it.
Yeah, that's over my head. Not all of us cut apart cadavers, Jenny. Not all of us.
My answer is rough, though.
Okay. Can you fake sneeze for me, please? This isn't part of the line. Just sneeze.
Achoo.
I would say God bless you, but it looks like you already did.
Is the asking for the sneeze part of it?
No,
You just
I
gotta have that
mean,
one ready?
I'm just gonna have that in my back pocket the next time somebody sneezes.
You need to be tripping over yourself to run across the bar when somebody sneezes the next time. So hold that thought.
Is that a sneeze? Did you sneeze? Was that a cough? A cough sneeze?
Well, here I am. So what are your other 2 wishes?
Oh, see? Too many cocky ones. I don't like the cocky ones.
Yeah, that was a good one though.
Don't like it.
That one wouldn't work on me because I would just make the next wish that you go away. But leave your wallet. Hey, feel my sweater. You know what it's made of? Boyfriend material. She had that one too, so I'll nix that laugh as a neutral.
And because you didn't gender swap it.
No, I didn't want to.
Hey, do you have a few minutes for me to hit on you?
Sure.
Yeah. See, I like that one because it's direct.
Is that
Oh,
it?
that was it? Shit, that sounds like
I'm
the
just saying.
that sounds like the Jesse system
That
in
one
like
would
one
actually work.
sentence. That should be your mission statement.
Yeah. As far as actually working, that one's probably going to be the winner.
All right. I'm glad I remembered my library card because I'm totally checking you out tonight. Bringing you back on a late fee too. I added that part myself.
Yeah. It's only good with the end part.
Improv,
there. The rest of
improv.
Are you sure we haven't met in class together before? 'Cause I swear we've had chemistry.
Hey-o.
2 chemistry jokes in one episode.
Pretty sure we
trying
did
to
not
be?
have chemistry together, by the way.
That's my last one. You from Iraq? Because I love how you bagged that ass up. What? That's my favorite one, hands
That
down.
sounds pretty good.
I'm going out on that. Peace. Baghdad.
The Baghdad one was pretty funny. The pickup, what was the one you said? Can I try pickup? What was it? That one would probably actually work. And the delivery would be the dam.
All right, so
Beaver Dam.
you would go home with Jesse, but I could at least make him laugh before I went and did the lawnmower on the dance floor. Like, peace, have fun, guys. I'll be out here.
For completely ignoring me.
You just let us know when you're coming back, okay?
All right.
What do we want to talk about?
Not
Uteruses?
usually available, though, because I'm usually babysitting when you guys are doing this. So.
You're a fluffy babysitter. Bring you back for that one. What's our fluffy takeaway for the day?
That I totally let my husband's pickup lines work on me.
Damn it. It worked. I guess I would have to say the samesies.
Yeah?
Samesies, and that I need to incorporate pickup lines in my life more. I feel like I need to work on being the pickup artist of like grocery store etiquette.
I don't know.
You putting that cart away, or am I gonna back my car into it?
All right, that's all for this episode of Fluffy Mother Fluffer. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and as soon as Jesse gets his ass in gear, makes us some damn videos, YouTube.
Get the videos!
You can also find all of our episodes and a blog, which we're excited about, that will take our podcast episode topics even further by visiting our website at fluffymotherfluffer.com.
Yeah, our goal is to take some of those points of the episode where we go, we should look into that more, or that's a really good question and we don't know about it, and just kind of go a little further.
Goodbye.
See you later. Don't forget, use the pickup lines. Valentine's Day. Do it. Let us know how it goes.
Try them on your husband and your
Sexy,
wives.
sexy time. Thank you for joining us on Fluffy Mother Fluffer. Hopefully this episode lifted a little bit of fluff off that pile called life. And if not, well, join us again next time, you fluffy mother fluffer, you. Dumbass dog. He's trying to get some of your pickup lines. My dog's at the door. He wants to hear the pickup lines that you have. He's got some lady friends in the neighborhood to meet.
I was just going to say something. I lost it.
All he's got so far is he sits in the driveway, and because he's so fat, I mean, he's not fat, he's just a big dog. When he sits down, his private part flops out, and I feel like that's what he uses. That's his pickup line.
If that works for you, you don't got to do all this thinking.
It doesn't work for any of us, but I'm not a dog, so. Anyway,